And the sort of valuable Zelos and the pretty valuable Sheena have rejoined us once again. Hey guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Symphonia. In the last episode, we lost our entire party again, but we got a few of them back, so it's all good. And in this episode, we're about to go and find the rest of them. So, first things first, I want to investigate this magic circle that has miraculously appeared. Examine it, and it says, I feed off the fear and selfishness that lives in the hearts of men. Will you offer your selfishness to me? I mean, I certainly don't need it. Here, take it. Fall into dark, pleasant sleep inside of me. In bed.
Don't worry, leave it to me.
This is a mini-boss of sorts. It is an optional fight. You do not need to participate in this. Magic cleanse it, and it has 20,000 HP. Not bad. It has quite a lot of strengths to a lot of... a lot of elements, so it's best to stun lock it. I probably should not have her casting holy elements with it being strong against elements. Oh well, whatever. Colette, you can do whatever you want. We're kind of beating up on it right now. Holy crap, that went down a lot faster than I thought it would. I did not think that would go down quite that fast. Light fled into darkness, and you are now the new light. The coward who fled into darkness has lost his power. I do like that bit of text there, though. Just the way that it words it, and even though that one was a little bit funny out of context, but still. So, next up, we have to take this warp, and we find Regal and Presea off in the distance.
It's them.
I'll save you guys.
I thought I just saw Lloyd.
Yes, he disappeared. What could...
A trap?
Even if it is, remaining here indefinitely...
Would not be particularly meaningful. Let us search for Lloyd.
I'm so glad you two are safe. Alicia.
Impossible.
Please wait. I'll take you to Lloyd.
It's an illusion. Alicia is dead.
Yes. She was murdered.
Yes.
Then what am I, Presea? Even though I'm right here, breathing, my very own sister insists that I'm dead? It's true that I was murdered by Regal. But here I am, alive in front of you. Isn't that enough?
It's only an illusion. Be gone! Presea!
We don't know for certain it's an illusion. Presea, you believe me, don't you? Thank you.
You...
Stop. If you don't stop. Regal, I can't believe you tried to kill me. I can't believe it.
Silence, Phantom! Presea, move!
If you want to kill Alicia, you must face me first. Prepare yourself.
Stop it! Both of you!
Lloyd's voice. Is this an illusion as well?
But there's blood. I feel an evil presence from that blood. Be careful, Presea.
What's going on? What is real?
It doesn't matter. Just settle down. Why are you fighting each other? You're supposed to be friends.
Lloyd.
You aren't an illusion?
Why did you stop attacking? You hate the one who murdered me, don't you? But... And Regal, why won't you just let yourself be killed? You've always felt guilty about killing me. Here's your chance to end it all.
Yes, it's for the best. If you are killed, you will no longer feel guilt. If you kill him, you will have your revenge. Crimes must be punished.
Both of you! Get a hold of yourselves! Don't confuse who you should be fighting! Dying won't settle anything. Killing won't solve anything.
That is merely logic. People are not moved by logic. If the one you love is killed, you hate the murderer. And murderers must be punished.
But if you keep killing people like that, it'll only spawn new hate and new revenge. Besides, you're just running away if you die. You'll forget the murder and the pain of that crime.
Spawn new hate.
Running away from my crime.
What about my feelings? You murdered me.
It is true that Alicia died, but I know she doesn't want things to end like this. What you're both doing is selfish.
You're the real Lloyd.
And that Alicia is a fake. Alicia wouldn't say things like that.
Are you going to kill me?
Stop deceiving my friends. I came to get you guys.
I'm sorry. I lost the will to atone for my crimes by taking comfort in the feeling of being punished. Death is not punishment. Punishment is living with one's crime and working to atone for it.
I closed off my heart and turned away from people who were trying to atone for their crimes because it was easier to hate than to forgive.
There are so many things you can do before you die. And I don't think everything has to be forgiven. But no matter how painful things may be, you just can't dwell on the past.
Yes.
I will stop allowing myself to be trapped in the past.
One cannot seek a new world while dragging the past along.
And thus you forget the past. The countless lives that were lost, and the pain of those that suffered. Crimes must be met with punishment.
What's that?
A knife.
There are nicks all over the blade.
Maybe it's a symbol of your past.
Let us think of it that way.
Yes, so that we may never fight amongst ourselves again.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we can all tell the direction that this is going in. I mean, we've had 2 scenes of it already. I find this very heavy-handed. I wish I could say that I liked it, but this particular group of scenes just feels very contrived to me. I do like this, not the puddle of blood itself, but I do like the little mini-bosses that we get with it. All life bears sin when it is born. Will you face your sin? Then sinners, be judged. I do find it cool that we do fight a physical representation of the challenges that our characters have faced. I really, and I do like that it's optional as well, and you have to like think to check it, to actually face it, but I don't know, just this whole line of cutscenes just feels very heavy-handed, and the fact that we just went through something similar over in the Tower of Salvation. We just had all of our party members taken from us and having to get them back at the end of it all. It's just, it feels very familiar and very almost no, I wouldn't say to the letter the same thing as what we were doing just not too long ago, but it's similar enough and in such close proximity that I don't feel like it's terribly impactful. I feel like we could have done without this and gotten the point across just as well. I keep forgetting that has such a huge hitbox. It's just that I feel like even though yes, it is kind of closure for all of these characters, and it's neat to see them wrapping up each of their little sagas and their stories. I don't like how it spells it out for you. Light fell into darkness along with sin. You bear your sin and are the new light. The power of darkness has now ended. I wish I could say that I liked it, but I find this segment unnecessary and it's repeating things that we've already kind of had established. We've already established that Presea is working on forgiveness and learning not to hate and learning how to deal with her emotions. We've already learned that Regal is dealing with his guilt, is learning how to live with himself and forgive himself, and we've learned that Sheena and Zelos are working on not running away and blah 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 blah. And I feel like that this is kind of, even though it is making it more clear, it's not making it clear in a way that's gentle or tactful. It's just throwing it in your face for the sake of throwing it in your face and having that extra bit of drama. That's the way I feel about it, and we do have one more that's coming right up. But I wanted to get that out there before we continued on, because I have very mixed feelings about this. So let's go ahead and head down and see the last segment.
What the?
Why is the mayor?
Be careful. It's an illusion.
You think I'm an illusion? This is exactly why everyone says half-elves are fools.
Raine, my pitiful child. A tainted child who received only half her elven blood.
Mother?
Half-elves have no place in this world.
That's not true!
It is because you are despicable halflings that I was chased out of Heimdall.
Then why did you give birth to us?
There probably was no choice. That's why you were thrown away after you were born.
Disappear from this world.
Die! There is no meaning for you to live.
Disappear.
Die, now!
Humans and elves. Neither side wants us.
That's right. No one wants you.
I didn't choose to be born like this, yet...
It can't be helped. It's your fault for not being a pureblood.
No, you're wrong.
No, they are not wrong. Half-elves are despised and discriminated against for merely being alive. Our existence is a crime.
No, it's not the half-elves' fault.
But
People who can't accept those who are different are the ones to blame. It's because of their weak hearts. Hey, you two. I came to get you.
Lloyd.
Now let's go.
It's hopeless, Raine. You'll just be abandoned again. As long as you're a half-elf, the world will continue to hate you.
Lloyd came for us, even though he could have left us behind and faced Mythos.
You'll just be betrayed again, because you're a half-elf.
You may be right, but then again, you may be wrong. It wasn't because of my blood that you abandoned me. It was because of the world that hates my blood, and a mother who was too weak to stand up against it. I'm going to stop hating that weakness. My hatred never changed anything. In order to change the world, I must first change myself. I'm glad I was born a half-elf.
It was because of it that I met Lloyd and my other dear friends.
Genis, do you feel the same? You happy that you were born a half-elf?
That's ridiculous. There's no world for half-elves.
Because humans hate us, I hate humans.
Genis!
But I like you, Lloyd. And I like everyone we traveled with. Because I think they all like me.
You're an idiot. You're deluding yourself.
I'm the same. Just like those that hate half-elves, I get mad at humans and elves just for being who they are. That's just going to make them hate me more. My heart was weak too.
Is it a sin to be weak-hearted? Not everyone's strong. Not everyone can stand being despised.
Hey, you two.
Lloyd! Thanks for coming.
I'm sorry. I promise to make up for all the trouble we've caused.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, right? Hey, what's this thing that just came floating down?
They're fragments of the mirror.
Maybe they're symbols of the weakness of our hearts.
You should hang on to it. It's proof that you guys beat that weird mirror.
Okay.
Yes, it's a good idea.
I will say that I find it interesting how Virginia is tagged as Mother and not by her own name in this scene. So you would still have to find that side quest to find out the actual reason why she is the way she is and what she did way back when. Remember Exire? Yeah, I remember that too. My heart. Anyway, we do have one more mini boss. I'm gonna drag those two in so that they can face their sins or hatred or judgmentalism, blah blah blah, whatever. So I also have another thought about this whole segment. Mythos. I get it. Oh wait, I forgot about this. I reflect the bitterness that lies in the depths of your hearts. Will you face your darkness? Why the heck not? Then be devoured by darkness.
Not much of a specimen.
The Neglected! Ooh, that actually makes a lot of sense with what Raine and Genis's backstory is. 20,000 HP, weak to, strong against a bunch of stuff, so it's the same as the others, except, different elements. Anyway, as I was saying, Mythos. Okay, I get it. These scenes are supposed to, like, show Mythos's perspective on things. It's supposed to show exactly how he thinks of the different things that our characters are saying. But I just find it so heavy-handed how they're pretty much shoving it into your face that yes, Lloyd is right, and yes, Mythos is wrong. It feels very forced. You have conquered your darkness. You have changed from shadow to light. That which was light will lose its power. Well, we defeated the mirror now. So I don't care for that. I feel like Mythos could be a lot more complex than this batch of scenes is portraying him to be. And even if he wanted to manipulate everyone, even if he wanted to like change their minds or convince them to join Crucius, I'm just gonna say, showing your face when everyone knows who you are, that's a pretty terrible way of letting them know, hey, everyone hates you, maybe you should join my side, you know? That's a pretty, really awful way of trying to convince them when they hate you in the first place. Anyway, character skit. Pitiful Mythos. Mythos is a pitiful person. Why do you say that all of a sudden? Even though he led all those half-elves, he no longer has any friends left that he actually trusted. Yeah, I think loneliness can corrupt one's decisions, leading to arbitrary judgment and tyranny, leading to further loneliness. Let's make sure we value our friends. Yes. Okay, well that's a pretty good character skit. But, I don't know, I want to believe that Mythos is more complex than this area is making him out to be. I feel like I've whined enough about it, and I've kind of detailed why I don't care for this particular batch of thoughts, but what can you do, right?
What is this?
This is
the Darius emblem.
Darius emblem?
It's a seal that blocks the path to Mythos' castle. Although I didn't know where it was.
Then with this...
The trap should be deactivated. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's go.
Now we have the Darius emblem. An emblem with an intricate gold design. Its use is unknown. Well, to the game it might be unknown, but I can tell you guys right now exactly what the Darius emblem means to me. The Darius emblem means more side quests. I wish I were joking. I feel like I'm complaining a lot right now, and I apologize if I'm just kind of whining left and right about everything. But look at this warp. This warp is where we need to go next. But the Darius emblem legitimately is the flag to open up side quests that were not available previously. I'm actually really upset about this. And this is something that just... I do not like the feeling that I have to leave this area right now to take care of certain side quests that have opened up. And yes, we can warp out, blah, 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 blah. Warps are working, we can leave, and we have the Darius emblem. That was quite a trap back there. The Darius emblem? It stimulated the negative emotions that reside in everyone's hearts. Yes. Even knowing that what we saw before us was fake, we still couldn't stop ourselves from being affected by it. But we all managed to win against it. Thanks to Lloyd. Lloyd wasn't pulled in by the illusions that the Darius emblem creates. The Eternal Sword must have amazing power. It's truly fascinating. I don't think that's all it was. I think it was also because Lloyd himself was strong. Yes, you're right. Okay, if anything, I do like how they provide that explanation as to why this trap didn't trap Lloyd, but it had everyone else in there. Anyway, as I was saying about side quests, I apologize. If I had a choice, I guess technically we could put it off, but I'm just gonna warn you right now that this is not the last of it. There is a point beyond this that we still would have to turn around and leave for side quests again.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Level up for Colette. Anyway, the reason why I'm choosing to do this now and not like batch everything together in one big side quest chain when all of them are available is to lessen the burden of the pause that we have to take later on. I really don't want to have to take on all of those side quests all at once when things are exciting. If I had my way, I would make it so that all side quests could potentially be done before, like, the endgame segments. I'm not entirely sure what the mindset is behind making it so that you have to finish a certain amount of, like, the endgame stuff. It's just, it blows my mind a little bit, and I wish it weren't that way. And I also wish I weren't lost as heck right now. I think I'm going in the right direction. At the very least, we're still going downstairs, which I guess is is going in the right direction. I'll cross my fingers anyway. But I don't know. There's just a lot about this this area that I don't care for. But with that being said, please do rest assured that I do not hate everything. As much as it sounds like I do with how much I'm complaining right now, I most certainly do not hate everything. No turning back as I'm heading towards the exit. That's hilarious. Man, I was seriously shaking when everyone disappeared. Oh well, at least now we've got the Darius emblem. Now we just need to do something about Mythos and we'll be set. Yeah, it may be difficult, but we cannot back down. Yeah, neither side can back down, and that's why things have wound up like this. We won't get anywhere just thinking about it. We don't have time for that. Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay. Let's go. Okay, time to reclaim the Great Seed. After we do extra things, because, you know, it's not that important, right?
Just as I expected.
Level up for Regal, at least we're getting some levels on the way out. That's one way to look at it. Anyway, here we are at the exit. I can't believe we're at the exit. Well, if we examine this, we can return to the destroyed seal room, so you are able to leave. Leaving is definitely an option. Granted, it's one that I wish I didn't have to take right now. Oh, sorry. I swear, my complaining won't last too long. I know I've complained a lot. Hopefully you guys can forgive this bad timing and my wailing about the world. Anyway, with that, we have made quite a bit of progress despite having to turn back. And if it's any consolation, some of these side quests are actually really cool. I am looking forward to some of the things that we're going to be getting, so that's something to look forward to at the very least. So, I will see you guys then. MasaeAnela, out.